Hi guys, Shelly here with the Gray Wren Nest. This video is for my garden lovers. This time of year, I love to get out my self-watering pots that I made and plant them up with beautiful Proven Winners annuals. These pictures are from 2023 and they are Supertunia Vista Silverberry and a centerpiece of purple fountain grass. And then last summer, I planted Supertunia Vista Paradise with a centerpiece of Stratosphere White Guara. It turned out gorgeous. I usually plant 4 across the front of my garage area, and my husband complains every year because it gets harder and harder to get out of the garage. So this year, I went to Amherst Greenhouse. I shared a video on that, and I purchased Supertunia Vista Jazzberry, and I also have the centerpiece as the Stratosphere White Guara. I live in Ohio, Zone 6B, and these were purchased on April 18th when they had their big opening day at Amherst Greenhouse. But knowing that they are cold hardy Supertunias, I didn't worry a bit. So they've been sitting outside, and our weather has dipped down into the low 30s. We even had a light frost, and it didn't bother them a bit. Now when it comes to these gorgeous ferns that I purchased, I keep those in my garage hanging, and I water them daily, and they will sit out until the weather gets more in the 50s more consistently, and then they will also be planted in self-watering pots. This year I'm going to be planting with organic raised bed and potting mix. Let's see if I can turn around here so you can read it. Got this at Home Depot, and I usually use Miracle-Gro potting soil. So I'm just going to plant everything with the organic this summer and see if I see a difference. So several years ago I made a video on my sit pot, my self-watering pot. And when you have a V shape like this, it's very easy to use this insert here. And yes, this is from last year, so it's not real clean. 1-inch insulation board. I have used this same method for, in this pot, I think I'm going on 3 or 4 years. That works well. It works well when you have a V shape because the V of the pot will hold it. And once again, I'll put the video at the end. Now the other pot I just showed you was a plastic pot. This is a ceramic glazed clay pot that I thought was more V-shaped, but it's not. It was surprisingly wider as it went down. You can kind of see, I thought it was more V-shaped, but down there it gets a little bit wider, so I had to come up with a different plan. Now, once again, it's dirty. I got to clean it all up before I put it back in and repot this year. But this is thinner, that rubberized mat that you find in the kids' play area. That's all this is. But the reason I switched to this, and I added a shelf with my piping, this is 1/2-inch pipe, drip pipe, so that this will lay on top of it. I had to switch over in this particular pot because when your plants grow the extensive root system and you want to go clean it out for the winter, you want to be able to pull this straight up. Well, if it wasn't flexible, it would not pull out. So this one I just showed you, it's definitely not flexible. And oh, did I have a hard time pulling that out. It's hard to see because it's so sunny. I hope you can see. But on this pot, it worked fantastic, and I can use it over and over and over again. So this thinner, more flexible mat, see how I can bend it? It was in like this. And see how it bent? It is okay. It didn't bend too much, but this year I'll clean it up, put it upside down, and it will be just fine for one more year. This thinner flexible mat, I don't think I will get another year out of it, and I'll have to cut some new next year, but that's okay, considering it was very cheap. So this is a drain pipe from last year, and see how the roots have grown through it, and it's just caked solid with roots. It's root bound. So I always choose to replace this whole system. I get new drain pipe, new sock sleeves, drain pipe sleeves, and I recover it. So I'll show you that next. I don't use the old because I want to give all the advantage I can of a good sip pot. And this will not do it. Now I could probably dig all of this out, take this off, clean it up, clean up this sleeve and redo it. But why? I'll just replace it. It's much easier. So every year I just buy a new package of 4 inches by 10 feet pipe sock, and I recover and recut a perforated drain pipe. Now I'm not going to go into an extensive how-to on this. I'm just going to show you rebuilding because my how-to video is already up, and I'll link it at the end of this video. So I'm getting ready to plant up this planter. I have my ceramic pot, my shelf that's made out of the mat, my shelf ring made out of 1/2-inch tubing, that's drip pipe tubing, my corrugated drip pipe with a mesh over top, and my 1/2-inch tube that feeds my water down to the bottom of the pot. And I also have the 1/4-inch drip pipe that goes out the back of the hole on this pot so that I can see it dripping out. Here I'm putting water in the bottom of the pot to test to make sure that I don't have any leaks before I plant it up. Now you see my shelf is sitting on top of the circular 1/2-inch tubing that went around to form a ledge. I have my new clean drain pipe with a sock on it. I have my filler tube coming down and my little drip spout right there. Okay, so next we're ready to fill. It's that easy to redo and set up for the next year. First, I put the dirt down the center of the drain pipe and I pack it in real good. Next, I soak that dirt really well, and this will help get your sip pot started. And I think a lot of people forget this step, and it is so crucial because it needs to be nice and moist. I continue filling the pot about halfway up from here. Next, I add a handful of biotone fertilizer, and then I continue to fill the pot the rest of the way up, adding water along the way to keep my soil moist. My granddaughter came over to lend a hand, and here she's filling it up a couple of inches below the lip of the pot. I add in another handful of biotone fertilizer for good measure. You need to unpot them and sit this aside like this. And put a pot in the center. So you just squeeze the bottom, pull the pot off. Just squeeze the bottom. There you go.
Because the root is coming out. Oh.
Now we're going to put dirt around those pots. And it doesn't matter if you get some inside. It's right in here like this. And need this one. Pull this out. See what it does?
Yeah.
Makes a square.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sit your plants in there. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
So after we plant our pot up, next we need to water. Out the water will start dripping down that little pipe once you're done. So you just keep filling it.
There.
Put it down close to the dirt. And this is activating your sit pot so that the water's nice and moist, and as it starts to dry out, it'll pull the water in from below. And there's no way to overwater because you can see it coming out of this spout right here. So in each pot we have 4 Supertunia Vista Jazzberries and 1 White Guara, and we planted 4 pots along the front of our garage. It's the end of April, and the forecast for the next 2 weeks looks real promising, but if it would happen to have a light freeze or a frost for an extended period of time, we will just cover them with frost cloth. But until then, I hope you follow along, like and subscribe, and watch these pots grow over the summer. You will be simply amazed.